Y'all out here claiming Reeves is worth that max bag. Then tell me what's my boy Pritchard worth then? Folks keep saying since Tatum's been sidelined, Jaylen Brown had to do everything for the crib, just carrying the whole squad on his back. But from where I'm sitting, that ain't it. The Celtics super sub finally tapped into that ultra instinct. Peyton Pritchard, the kind of hooper you think can't handle the smoke, but he's always the one delivering the knockout blow. Pritchard's looking like a lock for that hardware. 6 Man of the Year trophy's got his name on it. Y'all know who's really the fan favorite in Boston right now. It ain't even Tatum. It ain't even Jaylen Brown. It's this classy white boy right here. Pritchard's basically become the blueprint for every kid in America trying to make it out. He's an undersized guard. Ain't got that freak of nature build. How's he even surviving in this league? Not just surviving, but on a title contender. He's become their primary bucket getter. So far this season, Pritchard's lighting them up for 17.6 a night. Nobody could have predicted this leap. That fast PP would evolve like this in year 6. Talk about a massive glow up. But check the receipts. 3 years ago, he was fed up with his minutes. Just straight up frustrated with his role. He actually wanted the team to ship him out. But who would have guessed? Fast forward 3 years. He's the bedrock of the Celtics dynasty. The most lethal weapon coming off that bench. Pure offensive firepower. While waiting for JT to get back in the mix, the Celtics need this man. More than ever, they need this 6'1" sniper. When you think of Pritchard, you probably see that viral clip that broke the internet. In that 4-minute video, Pritchard showed the world his handle in the driveway. The rock was moving heavy and fast. Just high-speed precision. Mastering the basics. Now they calling him the garage goat. For a guy like Pritchard, he had to make a name for himself. There was no other option. When he was just a kid balling out, his folks told him straight up, if you want to be great, you can't be living that average life. So from middle school on, Pritchard had his whole life planned out like clockwork. When to hit the court, when to hit the weights, when to hit the books. He was checking off those boxes daily, pushing himself to hit every target. Pritchard's love for the game is deep in his marrow. He was down to sacrifice that normal childhood vibes that most kids take for granted, eating clean every single day, bedtime on the dot. While everyone was out partying, he stayed back getting his rest, just so he could go harder than anybody else the next morning. PR. Pritchard's built different. If there's a move he hasn't mastered yet, he's going to grind until it's automatic. He won't stop until that bag is full. Even with his hands bleeding and torn, he's putting in that work. And that grind paid off in high school. When he finally hit that big stage, Pritchard was arguably the best guard in the nation. Back in those high school days, he was on some real hero ball status. 4 straight years in a row, led West Lynn to those state titles. Then he took that energy to Oregon, spent 4 years as a Duck. Provin, his value was off the charts. During that 4-year run in Eugene, Pritchard was the floor general from day one. Senior year, he's a first-team All-American, and he put the team on his back, all the way to a historic Final Four run. He was easily the most polished guard in that whole draft class, but then the doubts started creeping in. Scouts saying he ain't got that NBA frame. So he slid down to the end of the first round. Celtics got an absolute steal right there. Soon as he stepped into training camp, he earned every bit of that respect. The rotation needed a reliable backup PG, and Brad Stevens put his chips on the rookie. He knew he could trust that kid, gave him heavy minutes right out the gate. First 2 years, he was a solid role player, finding his rhythm in the rotation. But then the squad brought in Brogdon, looking to stack the deck for a chip. Suddenly, that backcourt was way too crowded. Pritchard's minutes got cut down to 0. He was only seeing the floor in garbage time, or in those specific desperation spots. He was straight up going through it. Even asked the front office to move him. But look what happened next season. Celtics cleared house in that backcourt. Smart and Brogdon both got shipped out, dealt away to bring in Jrue Holiday, switching up the whole defensive identity, and Pritchard became the primary backup for Jrue. Finally, in 2024, Pritchard had that dream summer, lifting that Larry O'Brien trophy with the squad. Official 6th man of a championship team, and the team locked him up on a steal. An early extension that's pure value. 4 years, $30 million. That's less than $10 million a year for a baller. Pritchard knew his worth. That was all the market was offering then. But if he wants that generational wealth, he had to level up his game big time. So during that off-season grind, he dialed in that off-the-dribble 3, mastering that pull-up from deep. That was the game changer for his impact. Now he's just letting them fly from downtown. Don't matter who's contesting the shot. He's got the green light to end the game. Just like tonight. Starring down that height and reach. Against Luka and Austin Reeves. He didn't blink once. We're all classy white guards out here. But why y'all think I'm the one who's soft?